Mm. Right. Broken headphones. Mm. Mm. Right. The headphones dans le damage. Ici. Bottom. Continue A. Yeah. Hey Hunter, did you know the yard has distinct lack of walls from which I can swing? Sure, that explains why you kicked my butt. We don't spend enough time together, so let's change that. You're free? Yeah, I am free.
So, word on the street is that the Abbey just got a massive shipment of artisan sodas. I thought we could throw a couple back, like partners on the force in one of those buddy cop movies.
Throw back? Ah, yes, like a toast? Agatha was quite fond of them.
Rad idea. Know any good ones?
Well, my Asgardian is quite rusty, but I suppose I could try. Of course, I would need some sort of goblet to throw into the mirror, and a nice sharp axe for the
How about I go first just to set a nice safe benchmark? So, what flavor soda can I get you?
There is more than one flavor?
Oh, yeah. There's Thor's Thirst, Black Widow Bubbles, Loki Lime, Radioactive Rockenberry.
Radioactive what?
You know what? You just chill there, and I'll pick one out for you, partner.
Oh. No. I thought there was an invite to... Yeah. There we go. And then... Oh. Let's go. Survive combat.
I can handle this, right? Is that the whole gang? Here's one for ya. Awesome! This should be Oh, I almost feel bad for you losers. Almost. of a sudden? Run along now, you're outmatched.
I mean, the threat room is really difficult. Bit bugger.
Funny how personal this hero business can become, huh, Hunter? I mean, you're hunting your mom, Eddie's being Betty again. My favorite professor became a giant sewer lizard. My boss's son was a space werewolf. I even knew a doctor that accidentally turned himself into a vampire.
I am sorry you had to slay your friends.
Whoa, 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 slay? Who said anything about slaying?
Was it not your responsibility to save them from the horrors they had become?
Yeah, by curing them. I don't know how they do things in Salem, but in New York, shooting your boss's son with a silver bullet is usually frowned upon. Yeesh. Neighborhood sure is starting to feel a bit more unfriendly these days. Thankfully, I have May and MJ in my life to remind me what I'm fighting for. Speaking of, better go check in. You wouldn't happen to know the time difference between Queens and, well, wherever we are?
I do not know what a time difference is.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Okay. New suit.
What have you got for me, boss? How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? How's that for quality workmanship? Tony is working.
Alright. To Captain Marvel. So Iron Man and Spider-Man, those are the two that we need to...
Until next time.
Well, a little bit of lag goes a long way in this game.
This should be useful.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Ready to work? We need any advantage we can get. If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
What's new, Hunter? Okay, what's Hydra up to now? Now we know what they're up to. Ready for some hero work? I will do as you wish. Thanks, Hunter.
Is it Friday yet? Oh wait, we don't get weekends in this join the hangout with Carol Danvers that she loves.
Thanks, Hunter.
I'll agree to that.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm alright. How you doing? Um,
Hydra wants a straight-up fight, then I say give them everything you've got.
It is as good as done. Hell that.
Here we go. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills?
We serve until the end.
Shields are holding.
In my sights.
A coward would hide.
Arm beta moving into position.
It will take more than that, I'm afraid.
We're tracking them.
I know that wasn't your signature move. Let's do it.
Can't take too much more of that.
Now that was something.
Let's give it a go.
Love the effort. Just a scratch.
Just wait until it's my turn.
Arm beta moving into position. I've got your back.
Let's proceed then.
The power of the light.
Ready for round two?
me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous.
For the mother!
Lilith would be embarrassed by this.
Hydra's immortal.
Do you really believe that will be enough?
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Weak, even for Hydra.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite...
Fair enough.
You will have to do better than that. The light will heal you. How invigorating.
Forever in service.
I'm feeling good about the situation, all things considered. Watch closely. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. Side by side.
Like a well-oiled machine. This should be good. What are the qualifications to be a Hydra officer? I'd have guessed a warm body, but I think Lilith solved that too.
Everything according to plan.
Sure, why not?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Nice. Nice. about?
Shop class tonight. You free?
I'm ready.
Right on.
Good instincts, but you want to tighten up the array.
Like this?
Close. Here, I can show you.
What's all the, new equipment?
Ah, the supplies? No need to thank me. Donated to the cause, courtesy of 5 Stark subsidiaries.
Wow. It's really something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but just take what you need. I'll clear out the rest. I promise.
Awesome. That's great. Huh.
What is wrong?
It's nothing.
How's it going, boss? Ready to get your hands greasy?
Tony, why did you bring all this equipment?
Really? The old stuff has a junkyard horked up in an 80s machine shop vibe. Why? Were we supposed to vote on it?
The supplies are helpful, but we could have used a warning.
Yeah, I should have sent a message to your Sparks. My bad. I'll call a mulligan on this one.
What is a mulligan?
It's a... I'm gonna say it's a type of, carburetor.
Good to know.
So, about this situation, I get it. We're bumping elbows. But you kids are doing good work here. Whatever you want to do, I'll support it.
Did you know Tony planned to do this?
No. Did you?
Nah, but it sounds like his heart was in the right place. Now, it's time to build something cool. Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. Glad you cleared that up with Tony. Now we can get to work. All right, components. Let's see what you have for me.
I do not have everything you need.
Oh, don't worry. We'll try again next time. I'm ready to put this together. How about you?
I am ready.
Let me know when you're ready to take off.
I am ready to go.
That is good work. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, that went not poorly. And that's a decent prototype. Just needs refinement before you bring it to market.
You plan to sell it?
It's only an expression. Although, nope, stopping right there.
Um, Try this time. Hopefully we'll get it.
Whoa.
When many of the elder gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, came to our world to slay these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. You are hoping to wear me down.
Atum was unleashed and made contact with the demons. He became something else for himself. He even became known as the Demogorg, the God Eater.
If this I could use some work. Now that was something. They cannot possibly match your strength. Lilith must really want me out of the picture.
The Elder Gods are clearly aware of Lilith's efforts. These beasts, but they're only illusions meant to test your skills.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared. Feel my call. I will not let you down.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training. And with live targets, too.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. I am impressed.
Right, we were close. I know mistakes were made, but we know what mistakes were made. That was, we spent a bit of time focusing on... Hmm.
Oh, you're pretty spry for a reanimated corpse from the 1600s.
Hey, hey, Hunter.
Okay, let's go to bed.
Hunter,
Alright, I'm gonna go and vape very briefly. You've known her longer than any of us, so I have to ask, do you trust Carpenter? I mean, fully trust her. She's gruff for sure, and she may push you to your limit, but under all that, she does care deeply for all of us. I know she does.
Thanks, Hunter. I'm ready when you are. Time's wasting, Hunter. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Better than nothing.
Combat therapy. Combat therapy is now over. Assign an injured hero to combat therapy, and their injuries will be replaced with combat bonus by the next morning. Who is assigned to combat therapy cannot go on missions. Daily sparring now grants a secondary stat bonus to under the sparring partner. Secondary stats provide benefits in combat.
Do your thing.
Nico, magic help. Doom Girl 99 crashed us again. No way, they weren't cheating, no freaking way. Why do you expect us to do exactly? What do you expect us to do? I don't know, use the staff of one to cast cheat no more or something. That sort of thing. I have some magic words for you. We'll take anything. Get good. Shotgun, right. 2.0. Skill Essence 50. Rare Blueprint. Common Blueprint.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
Unlocked Midnight Sun Challenge missions when completed.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the care.
Watch upgrades, armory, chemical analysis.
Scary Demon Cave, I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press, or forge.
We got those.
Later.
It is done.
Okay.
Bye. used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
Is it difficult for you to live so remotely?
You kidding? It's great. First, you have a perfect excuse to ditch unwanted social engagements. Second, you can focus on the mission at hand, very few distractions. And third, you know you're going home at the end. What about you? You died here, so I bet you have some complicated thoughts about this place.
Yes, there are bad memories, but the good ones outweigh them all.
You're lucky you have that.
I am making some new ones right now.
No one likes a suck-up hunter. But so am I. This was a blast, Hunter. I feel closer to Chewie now. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter.
Okay.
Time to take it to the next level. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here. Peace.
Need to go take Iron Man on a mission. Or maybe it's Spider-Man, so...
What's up, Big H?
What's good?
I needed that.
Did you have any friends back before you were, you know, encased in a tomb?
A few. Why do you ask?
Just thinking about my time with the Runaways. You ever miss people from your past?
Hello, Billy Dan. Mi poco lingua española. No, me hablo español poco. Anyway, I don't really speak Spanish. Or Portuguese, which that could also be Portuguese.
I do.
Are you talking about Agatha?
Among others.
Makes sense. Sorry, stupid question.
It is not stupid. Are you missing someone?
Yeah, a good friend of mine. We kinda had a thing for each other, but it didn't work out. Still miss them, though.
What happened to them?
We went our separate ways. It felt like the right thing to do at the time, even if it hurt.
I understand. Losing a friend to circumstance is never easy.
That's putting it lightly. I knew you'd get it. Feeling nostalgic sucks sometimes.
It will pass.
Can it pass any faster? My brain needs to focus on other stuff today.
Hunter, buddy, talk to me.
sending on an op.
No problem.
Thanks, Hunter.
Credits. Let's go that one. The tick Spider-Man.
Hydra forces are transferring some of their equipment out of this area, and you have a chance to intercept it. You'll have to move quickly if we're going to recover any of their equipment.
No problem. Stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
They still haven't changed their minds. It's about time.
We will never forsake her.
Hit my head or something. That won't slow me down.
Targeting systems active.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements. They seem to be
They've armed one of the crates. It's going to explode if you don't get that key.
You have earned.
Hail that.
You've secured one of the crates. See if you can't get the others.
What's this?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Confirmed enemy target. Forever in service.
I almost
trying to focus.
They just don't know when to quit.
Serve her with honor. We stand with the mother.
I think...
Another of the crates is armed to detonate. Get to that key card.
Oh, this should be good.
Nice move.
Walk in the light.
Do I want to know what was in that?
I'm on it.
Now that was something.
Bit robbery, wasn't it?
Getting the other keys.
Focus here.
This should get you going.
Ready to do this thing? Okay, that was pretty cool.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
Is that all? Enjoy your nap.
You're gonna remember me. I was born for this. The enemy has the upper hand.
I think I pushed my luck.
They cannot possibly match your strength. I knew we could do it. You were too weak for this fight.
That's one shipment Hydra won't be receiving.
delicious.
Ready to head to the emo kids meeting?
Lead the way.
Nico runs these meetings?
Yes, so far.
Then I'll wait for her to begin.
I require a moment to prepare the ritual.
We shall soon see if this meeting amounts to anything.
What do you mean?
Miss Minoru can explain.
Feels like we're getting closer to figuring out how you died. It's not too much, is it?
During the ritual, it is led by two people, pulled in opposite directions.
Well, if it's too much, you say the word and we'll call it off, okay?
Okay.
Ileana wants to lead the ritual this time. That surprised me.
Why?
Magic taking the lead and Caretaker staying out of her way? The world must be ending. Oh, right. It is. Give Magic a heads up when you're ready.
Are you prepared for Miss Rasputin to apply the metaphorical cheese grater to your soul?
Ileana has more than earned my respect.
She'll earn mine when she refrains from, and I quote, going with the flow. I'm certain you'll be fine. If all goes wrong, I shall pick up the pieces, as always.
The ritual today will be unlike before.
How so?
We shall make real progress. I refuse to coddle you as the others did. I will push you beyond your limits. For this to work, I must break you.
Do what you need to do.
Do not be complacent. Without preparation, there is a possibility of damage. This is why you collected the ingredients I asked you to bring. Are you ready to begin?
Can you tell me more about what you are planning?
Do you truly care?
I need to know every last detail.
Why?
That way, the ritual is painful for both of us.
You're such a jerk. Now, ready?
You may proceed.
Limbo never forgets. It holds the echo of your death. What is your last memory?
Lilith. A muddy circle in a clearing.
Then I shall bring that echo to you. Now, you become its vessel.
I am ready. It is... It is her. It is Lilith. In the circle.
Do not fight the echo. Allow it to wash through you.
No. She sees me. I advance, prepared to strike. She just watches me.
Whoa! Is that...
It is.
My child. Look what they've done to you.
You have no right to call me child, monster.
So, misguided. I have never sought to harm you.
Your army says otherwise.
A distraction to allow for this moment.
Ileana, stop this! Right now!
Enough deceit! Speak plainly, or suffer the consequences.
Ileana!
No, we must proceed.
How plain can I make this, my child? If I am to remake this world, I need you on my side.
Enough! Lungo! Retinacula!
No! You had no right to do that.
Stopping your recklessness is my obligation.
Stopping the ritual early could have destroyed the hunter's mind.
The only threat to Hunter was your sloppy technique.
You are impossible!
You will never attempt this again.
Do not constrain me.
Just gonna stand here and hope they don't involve me.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Hunter?
We never thought uncovering my last moments would be easy.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it wasn't so rough on you. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. The good news? We are definitely closing in. That's more than enough for today. You ready to leave?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
What's up, Sunshine?
can I ask a favor?
You ever wonder what life would be like if all of this wasn't false on you? You could be out there living life with friends. Maybe so, but if we lived normal lives, then we would never have met.
Aw, thanks, Hunter.
Why, hello, Hunter. Yes? Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Time's wasting, Hunter. Later.
Skill stuff. Where's Popsy, the dog?
Boss, your advice for dealing with the ghost girl in my room was... well, I didn't follow it exactly, but I appreciate your feedback. And that's why I need your help with another potential... haunting. Say it's bad enough that even the ghost girl cleared out. How would you, handle something like that?
The Abbey is filled with spirits. Might I suggest making peace with whatever specter also occupies your room?
Like, make friends with it?
That is one way of putting it.
I don't think we're talking about a cute little friendly Abbey ghost. At around 3 in the morning, every morning, I wake up to wailing and the stench of what can only be described as a mixture of old socks and eggs that are about 50 years past their expiration date. I looked it up, and the internet said the smell of rotting eggs wasn't just a sign of a regular run-of-the-mill poltergeist, but something, you know, demonic.
Are you sure it is not Dr. Strange?
Now that you mention it, Stephen does practice magic late at night.
Mystery solved, then.
If only there were someone I could hire to exorcise him. Maybe magic? Something tells me she wouldn't mind having one less Avenger living here. Thanks for the talk, Hunter. Let's do it again sometime soon. How's it going, boss? Fingers. I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop. Not bad, right? Find more coil, send it my way.
Intriguing.
So, you ask for things that we don't have.
All taken care of.
So see you soon. What's shaking?
Why, hello, Hunter.
Yeah. Um. Get to the agent.
There's a Hydra unit nearby that seems to be using some sort of experimental equipment. Fortunately, Stark was able to hone in on their signal. If we can capture that agent, we might gain some insight into Hydra's plans.
I don't foresee any concerns there. Watch and learn, my friends. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. Follow my rules.
How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
Nice, that's actually what we really needed.
I'm saving my energy if I need it. Hope Hydra has good insurance.
Everything by the book so far.
They really want to get on my bad side.
Order just came in. Shadows.
Something isn't right.
Regroup and await reinforcements. We stand with the mother.
See you brought some friends along.
Hostile.
Now's your chance. Take them into custody before they can regain their bearings. Excellent work. But I doubt doubt Hydra will let you walk off with their agents so easily. Stay alert. We need to take care of the rest of these thugs. Don't hold back.
We will never forsake her.
They must know my reputation.
Fish in a barrel.
All this attention mean I'm the weak one?
I'm not quite myself all of a sudden.
We have the upper hand, for now.
Let's do it.
The target is clear.
Hey, the jerk store called. They're running low on you guys. Here we go. Like a well-oiled machine.
Weak, even for Hydra. The light will heal you.
I owe you one.
We will not fail.
Probably will fail.
Let's see how tough you are.
Their persistence is irritating.
Probably still won't be enough, but you can try.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
The endless search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change. Let's try this. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We've come all the way here for a fight. Let me show you. A gift from ancient traditions.
Hail, Hydra!
proceed then.
I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.
That was really something.
This should be good. They won't know what hit them. This is going to hurt.
Sure, but let's see you do that without the suit, Tony. I won't forget that.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
Sure, why not? I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
You were too weak for this fight.
What a hero.
Looks like you've got the agent in custody. Better clear out before Hydra sends a search party.
Of course, some attack essence. Gloss. Your old banners. You wanna hang out with you.
Hunter,
Hey, you.
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring. How so?
Space is empty. There's not much to do on that journey but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
You have not ruined anything.
That's a relief. I know my perspective is skewed. I take it for granted sometimes, and I really shouldn't. It's not all a big pile of nothing. Saturn is lovely in person. Every time I'm near, I take a pit stop on one of its moons. Just sit there and appreciate the cosmos. That's nice of you. I love a chance to rock my Kree bathing suit. Hunter?
Would she not love that? Oh, well, what she did. Where's my dog?
Konnichiwa, friendo.
My... Right, gonna wait like in 1 minute.
You wanted to speak, Carol?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks.
Thanks for what?
For surprising me with your unexpected friendship. I did not see that coming. Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of peeps I can call friends. Not close ones, at least.
I do not believe it. You are like the popular girl in one of Nico's high school movies.
You're not referring to one of those mean girl characters, are you? Because I know I can spar with the best of them, but I try to give everyone around me a fair shake.
No, no. You are like that high school vampire slayer who has a group of friends who look out for her, even though she cannot exactly see how loved and admired she is by all.
I'm glad you're here, Hunter. I feel like you get just how heavy all that extra baggage can be when it comes to having crazy freaking superpowers.
It is a weight you should not have to carry alone, Carol.
Hey, you can carry my bags anytime. You're one of the only people here who has the strength to handle them. Anyway, I should let you get back to whatever cool thing you were doing before I dragged you out here to get all gushy.
Anytime, Carol.
Do you have any childhood memories of Lilith? Anything at all? The person she was before she became the mother of monsters?
Thanks, Hunter.
What's up?
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Back again. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Peace.
Whilst one down plays ready to decay, quaffed, tough, scoffs at gamma drop off. Feel we need to, you should be worried about this. I don't know enough correct gamma rays to understand. Don't look at me, the only thing to care about is of a ballistic nature. I know the basics, but not why what's happening might be mad. It's simple particle physics. How to explain? No, it'd be too long, but you're right, we should be worried.
So I know it's impolite to talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
Oh, it most likely was.
Was what?
Listening.
You're joking, right?
No. There are times I hear it whisper to me, begging to be released. I find the entire thing quite unnerving. Tony?
Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers. What have you got for me, boss? Genius inventor strikes again. All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
So we need to take Spider-Man.
See you, Hunter.
Always a pleasure.
Things are looking up around here. I got 2 words for you, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter. I don't let anybody win. That was all you.
Um,
Step through portal.
As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. We'll head to the highest concentration first and take it from there.
William moves completely counter.
Hydra forces in this area are causing causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Shouldn't take long. That was something. One just for you.
That is one way of making your presence known.
Members fail for interrogation. Summoners can be interrogated when KO'd. Interrogation must happen quickly.
Spill it.
We serve until the end.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
In my sights.
A coward would hide.
Support units on the move.
You'll need all the help you can get.
Servants of Lilith. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
So that's how that works. Didn't think I could get any stronger. You don't know who you're messing with.
They are still coming for me.
Can't run from this.
We've got company.
We have the upper hand, for now. I feel stronger already.
have to tell me twice.
Now that was something.
Ooh, I like it!
I'm on it.
Hail Hydra!
You will have to do better than that. You can all join Lilith together.
Here we go! You could still run away. I promise we won't chase you. Trust me, some of my friends won't be this friendly. Or neighborhood. Or Spider-Man.
Position compromised.
Over the years, Lilith's disciples have come in many forms.
Coming at you!
Interesting. It's about
They cannot possibly match your strength.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like two more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this. I live up to my name, too. Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you.
Big words. For a dead man. You got one thing right today, Sabretooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Oh, look. Another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him,
Good point.
Now I get to kill two runts with one claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
Maybe. Defeat Sabretooth.
Animal's down before he can hurt anyone else.
Who you calling an animal, lady?
Check your ears, Creed. She didn't stutter.
you have earned it.
Gonna have to do better than that. I've got all
Wolverine may be terse, but at least he is active. You had my complete confidence. Your time is hell.
You picked the wrong one, bro. Is that your best shot? You got some backup coming. Did your mama have any kids that lived?
This shall be of great help.
You don't want to get up.
Our team is falling apart.
Now for something real special. I'm gonna rip you a new one.
Now I'm angry. You can keep the wizards and witches. I'll stick with what I know. Claws and teeth.
Here comes a few more. Things are getting serious.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Should do the trick. Hope you're ready.
You call this a wound? Got some more flunkies for you to toss around.
So is he some sort of werewolf? You had your chance.
Nobody makes me.
Keep pressing the wrong button. Keep pressing X instead of R.
All Theta moving into position.
This one has the stink of death on it. A past filled with the suffering of innocent victims.
You attached to that face.
I don't even feel it.
Their strongest was no match for us.
Hey man, Sabertooth, you're a weakling.
You got me, Runt. Go ahead. Make it quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets. Now hold still, pup. This is gonna hurt.
Nifty trick. Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Can't heal. Have to keep going.
You'll do.
Let's see for this man.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? Huh. I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years. And once they do, they tend to find a way back.
I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
You say mutant as if it is a bad thing.
In some parts of the world, it is a very bad thing. You've been sleeping in the grave, so you've missed out on the anti-mutant hysteria. The Mutant Registration Act, all that crap.
So it is safe to say that things in the modern world are not easy for your kind.
That's an understatement.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
I hope this Wolverine takes care of him, so we do not have to worry about it.
You should be so lucky. Logan and Creed have been chasing one another's tails since before I was born. If Logan ever killed him, I think he'd be so overwhelmed he'd pass out.
Thank you for explaining this to me. It seems I have a lot to learn.
Of course, mutant society is small but super complicated. But all you need to know is that Sabretooth sucks.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
I have too much else to worry about right now. I do not have much patience for difficult personalities. Stark and Strange bickering are as much as I can tolerate.
Well, Logan isn't here, is he? He's out there, in the world, still tracking Sabretooth. If we're lucky, he'll put Sabretooth away for good, and that'll be the last we hear of it.
And if we are not lucky?
Then there will be a lot more dead bodies in our future.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
No demons to report here, boss.
Ominous indeed.
When many of the elder gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
You were too weak for this fight. Leave some for the monsters.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself.
If this is a cautionary tale, your timing could be saved. Your mother abandons you. The power of the light.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join. A treat after this.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better? Your time! Feel my call. get you for this.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in, and with live targets.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. This is a serious predicament for you. I saw something like that once, centuries ago.
If that doesn't make an impression on Autumn, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
Ultimately advise you to reveal all manner of mysteries hidden from you. These may be forgotten structural events cannot be detected with the naked
With a
eye.
team's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there?
Autumn reveals all. Autumn be praised.
Some recipes. Want your death caps. New Haven.
Something terrible happened here.
Hiram Shaw's church. Evil bastard.
This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia, with the Abbey, to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the moon seal?
After the trials, the moon seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Chthon wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. Never a dull moment.
What do you know about my father?
That's not an easy question, dear. What would you like to know? Was he a good man? Yes, I think he was. Your mother loved him dearly, and he doted over her. I think for a time she forgot who she was, where she came from. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. She and Sarah both deserve to find something more than just another fight with Chthon. Lilith did. Sarah didn't. At least, not for a while longer still. I honestly think that's the only thing she ever had against him, blood or not.
Tell me about Hiram Shaw.
By all accounts, Hiram Shaw was a desperate man. Desperate for power, wealth, influence, the usual desires that cloud men's minds. As I understand it, he was a largely unsuccessful minister before his arrival at Salem, traveling from place to place, swindling whatever followers he managed to gain before being run out of town. To think that a simple man like Shaw finding a piece of the Darkhold was enough to set all of this in motion, it puts things in perspective. Until we speak again.
Something here, isn't there? I mean... should this door be opening? Use the right command, then yeah. Forgot about that. I'd honestly forgotten about that. It was me saying this shouldn't this be opening. I was like, oh yeah, hang on a minute. This girl contains more influence than this she perceived, for it is not merely with power within, but corruption beyond my wildest imaginations. For each mark upon the land, a page could have been traced to its location. Mind to a person of power who handled fragmentations of the blasphemous tomb. I've come to believe that the dark and destructive events that plague this land are not chronological rhythms fate has set in motion, but the dark holds sway. I was wrong to let my heart linger on the thoughts of Lilith. She and her foul sister are worse than I could have imagined. She has even corrupted a man from my congregation to her guest. These women have more influence than that coven. Even without their roots in this village, my congregation's size falters. I raise my hand to Thon nightly, crying out for guidance. Okay.
Noble Oshtur guides my hand.
Cold depths of winter challenge us all. I'm grateful for Agatha and her control of the elements, especially fire on these dark days. It is hard to believe that even with the threat of Lilith looming, cold and hunger can draw up so much of our energy. Agatha brings me to her altar to train now, and says that by the end of winter I will also be a master of the elements. I look forward to that day, if only leave the snow behind us. Definitely opening that. Epic chests. Okay. I'm sure. Pains me to set these words to page, for my cause is righteous. Any admittance of weakness I find unfathomable. I must tread with the utmost care. The whispering spectres intensify, testing my will every turn. This page, I have come to realize that it is responsible for the corruption of not only the souls of man, but the destruction of entire civilizations throughout history. Today, it is the people of Salem that suffer. Hierophant Professor X channels his power to raise the knowledge necessary to be shared with his pupils. He holds in his hands the key to understanding. The card represents guidance and wisdom from a teacher. Yeah.
This ward is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
Okay. So we are going to have to talk to Dr. Strange.
autumn showed the way.
Martha Richards, this references a tree the village called the Life Taker. Its limbs held so many of the dead it needed to be fitted with iron sports. Martha Richards met her fate there.
He sees our path.
Suspended in an iron cage for several weeks, the unnatural longevity of this suspect revealed true nature. Margaret Adams. More people. Spooky graveyard. Celestial Ring.
The son of Gaia approves. Interesting.
Okay. 17th century cemetery housing many of old demons and inquisitors. Empress Storm channels nature's power in the elements, harnessing a frightful storm with little effort. This card represents pleasure and prosperity, strong natural influence. Some kind of new boundary. Trees. The trees. Probably helps build a bridge or something.
Cathan's dark influence has tainted this well. Blessings of the goddess.
Agatha's cottage. There's quite a lot to explore, isn't there, on the, once you open it. Caretaker's journal today, I told the child of their mother, I tried to be gentle. Claire, Agatha brought her warmth and comfort to the conversation, and I think she is the reason the child shed no tears. 6 years old, it was time. You have defended the Abbey against Lilith and her Lilin, but soon enough she will grow stronger. We keep the secrets that we must, but the child must know what hides in the shadows of the world.
Agatha's house.
Handbook of the Wilds. The Aztec revered the mushroom as the flesh of the gods, frequently serving them with honey, chocolate. Other species, such as the death cap, were quite poisonous when ingested. Scotch bonnet were known to grow naturally in ring-like formations, sometimes referred to as fairy circles. These were often thought to improve fertility and bring good fortune to relationships. With a note, although I didn't know Lilith all that well, I should have imagined that the hunter would be an energetic child given their lineage, while Sarah acts as the ever-vigilant stickler for order and reason. I've become something of a silent partner in crime for the hunter's hijinks around the Abbey. Of course, I would never interfere with their training or education, but someone has to encourage things like exploration and creativity. It would be nice if the hunter had someone her own age to spend time with. Not sure a couple of old witches make for the best companions to a child. Sometimes I have to remind Sarah there's more at stake here than just training a powerful demon hunter. She means well, of course, and I know she loves the hunter as her own. Still, they're going to drive each other crazy at this rate. Maybe some kind of pet would help. That's the way I do it with a pet. Liz returned to the Abbey several nights ago, clutching at the babe. It was as if the illness had never touched her, and when I looked into her eyes, my sister was gone. Who or what remained, I did not recognize. She pleaded with me, on her hands and knees no less. I could sense the magic of the Darkhold all over her. It's been cast out. Abbey is sealed, and I will find myself the caretaker of a child. Oh. Okay. I've been charting the celestial movements the past many months. Once their alignments have been properly calculated, I will gain a better understanding of the coming resurrection. As I get closer to narrowing the timelines, I have begun to pick up disturbances within the grounds of the Abbey. Current events have intensified as of late, and a low rumble can be felt emanating from Lilith's tomb. Damn you, Lilith! Agatha, Heimdall has aided me in the transfer of Loki's confiscated cauldron. It will be delivered to the location that you marked in your letter, the same letter that found its way to Asgard, directly into Odin's hand. Your request caused a great deal of excitement, prompting Odin to appoint me to the newly formed position of Asgardian warrior. Clark, to arrange the transfer. Warrior Clark. It sounds very exciting as a job, doesn't it? I cannot think of a better way to utilize my abilities than to act as your delivery girl. This is not the Lilith that I know. This is not my sister. I witnessed her seal away that horrid preacher in a damp cave with an unbreakable ward. We could have healed the darkness of his heart, or provided him a merciful death at the very least. Leave him to fester and slowly slip away into a painful death. I have never witnessed such cruelty from her. Now it seems she is nowhere to be found. Traced her to her gardens, perhaps to repent for what she had done, but it's as if she's vanished. This is one cagey beast indeed. Dr. Druid was not kidding when he stated difficulties tied to the imp-like creature bound to this cauldron. It appears that the energies bound within the forge only serve to further agitate the creature within the cauldron. June 10th, 1998, my initial experiment proved to be ineffective. Protective ward I had created to shield the abbey instead released a noxious black cloud which hung over the grounds for days. June 30th, 88, I moved the cauldron this afternoon just outside the abbey and attempted to purify the springs that ran off from the waterfall and into the yard. Instead, I managed to release a geyser of flames that shot a good 50 yards into the air. A most unfortunate event. The flame blast incinerated many of my favourite willow trees. We got the glyphs again. I'm gonna open that because, you know, cool stuff. God, so much reading. Odin, I suspect, is quite entertained at this point, knowing the history of Loki's cauldron and the destruction and turmoil that awaits you. I hope that this relic lives up to your expectations. Should the need arise for another transfer, I hope to be caught up in various life and death struggles which require my attention. Agatha, I know you to enjoy a good challenge. You shall have it with this wretched thing. Caretaker's journal. A witch appeared in the abbey today. I cannot say from where she came, nor what it is she wants, but Agatha is a truly fascinating and gifted woman of great magical ability. She brought a basket of warm food with her, and despite myself, I couldn't turn her away. Even if I had wanted to, she told me that she had sensed a child of magic, and the heart drew her here. I think that I believe her, though I know I have no reason to. Uatu, the Watcher, is always lingering, just beyond the walls, observing and learning. This card represents accomplishment and becoming whole, along with reaching the final of the chapter. Okay, so some stuff here. Oh, that's anything here? Behind? No. Okay. How can I not interact with that? I feel like I should be able to interact with that. Suspect I can't interact with somebody that looks like he should be interactable with immediately. Suspicious. Advanced occult transmutation. Here we go. Reveal.
Autumn be praised.
Okay, Mickey. Okay, so we'll search Agatha's cottage. It feels almost as if Sarah and Agatha are running short of challenges to throw in my direction. Have I truly changed so much that my power can no longer be satiated by these two spellcasters? No longer do I fear the darkness within me or the light. I have conquered them both and embraced the many facets of my being, darkness and light, blood and human. Mystical Bridge. Everyone loves a mystical bridge.
Autumn shall
Okay.
She believes in our purpose.
Yeah, the legendary.
If it was here, Autumn would show me. The goddess must be busy. I need to find the next moon seal.
Alright, where's the moon seal? Very suspicious. What's going on right now? Yeah, I've made a terrible mistake. My powers are growing stronger and I'm losing control. But that isn't the worst of it. I went to the reflecting pool today to try and search for guidance, but he heard me, and I felt a strange connection to him. I broke away as fast as I could. It was like his powers channeled through me. The ground grew cold and blackened beneath my feet. I thought that I could use what I've channeled from Hippus to push it back. I am so tired.
Autumn reveals all.
Why'd you always look in the corners? That's why. Things, cool things.
Autumn thinks otherwise. Must not be her purview.
Pay my respects to the, masked, hooded, cloaked person. There's only one more to do that to.
If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him.
T'Challa stands guard before the different regions he battled for the title of Black Panther. This card represents a mission of leadership and a protection over one's home. Encyclopedia de Coctio. Coctio, just saying. Cock. Oh dear. Okay, that's something there, isn't it? We're going down there. That's something there. Yeah, I think we are now heading back, looks like. Yeah. I can't not have enough reagents at this point. Well, certainly of all the new things. Cat, where else the cats? Definitely just have the cats.
Do not transform on me now. He sees our... That did not work.
So that is things in the walls, isn't it? So there's one at Agnes's cottage. There's one in the library. I think there's one in the library.
The son of God approves. Autumn be praised.
Just getting these on there at the moment. Hundreds of them. Hundreds of keys. I'm going to probably...
There must not be anything here. Autumn showed the way.
A lot of keys.
Autumn must not see it that way. He sees our path. This is which sign?
to finish exploring these grounds.
Autumn reveals all. The son of God approves.
Okay. Give me a key, give me a sign. Well, that was something there, but it wasn't. There's one more. Find answers. I'm gonna save these keys because I don't know how many I'm gonna get. I'm hoping saving them will be a boon in the future. Whispering Wood. Let's close it off. Let's close it off. And this is a dead end. Can't see any sparkly things on the ground. In the trees. I thought I saw.
Autumn be praised.
Isolated Grove in New Haven. Bucky is restrained by Hydra, but waits patiently for the right moment to break free from the prison in his world and his mind. Guard represent letting go of that which cannot be controlled and adaptation. Nice, got a blessed blade. I don't know what that does, but I'll have to read it. But not now. Now. I'm searching. Searching the treasures.
The son of Gaia approves.
offerings. Okay. Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing up here. Yeah, I do like the way this sort of like base area is expanding, giving you more. That's cool.
Hi, Hunter.
Alright.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
There's little baubles as well appearing like random different places that helps you
Hunter, I was
search out, doesn't it?
admiring the collection. Someone spent a great deal of time piecing this library together. I hope you don't mind me having a look around.
Of course not, Doctor. The library is an asset to us all.
I see I'm not the only one who's taken an interest in these works. You haven't been getting into anything precarious, I hope.
I have found something on the Abbey grounds that I think you should see.
Oh, sounds mysterious. By all means, lead the way. I typically avoid venturing this far from the Abbey, especially at night. It makes Tony nervous, you see. There's an unsettling air about this place.
This church belonged to a preacher named Hiram Shaw. His influence turned Salem against its coven.
A charismatic personality and a fearful populace can do much evil. You were right to bring this to my attention, Hunter.
I thought it resembled one of your wards of protection.
There's a reason for that. It's the same magic Wanda invoked in her attempts to protect the Sanctum. But what is it that you're chasing out here? These wards aren't something to toy with.
I will not know for sure until I get past this. Is there any way to dispel it?
Unfortunately, no. What good would the wards of protection be if they were so easily broken? But I have been wrong before, at least recently. Do you have any suspicions as to who may have conjured this here?
Caretaker has shown no hesitation to sealing off the grounds at her discretion.
True. Caretaker could find the resources to create a ward if she put her mind to it.
The only way I will know for sure is to find a way through to the other side.
I'll think on it and see if I can come up with some way to assist you, Hunter. For now, though, you'll have to be patient.
I do not think there is a single spell you are unfamiliar with.
You honor me with your compliment. You go on, Hunter. I'd like to study this area a bit more.
What's happening, Hunter?
I wish I could drive a vehicle like you do.
Thanks. I'm doing the best I can.
Your flying is incredible.
If you think I'm cool.
An attack wave, okay.
I am not above celebrating the end of some real bad people.
Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl.
Right.
During that last mission, was I the only one who thought, yep, this is how I die? No.
Right, I'm going to sleep.
Hunter, if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That is odd.
Right, I'm going to quit. Gonna end our virulent play. Thanks for joining us. Been good. Don't be on tomorrow because we'll be editing. I've got physio as well.